You tuned in to the Ready Talk Boxing Show, better known as RRT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A, and we're doing post-fight recap number 49. Daniel Dubois gets another TKO under his belt. How was the performance? Let's talk about it, right? DL Jones. It was a very sloppy fight, funny fight. DL Jones crouching down low, being rough. It was a good fight, though. It was a good fight in the way of a learning experience, because we knew Daniel Dubois has a 1-2 power. He has a nice uppercut. All that was on display in this fight in the third round. Stoppage. But what you needed to see was, at this young, it's better to see it now. Jones, he roughed him up. Nothing dirty, nothing like elbows and low blows rough him up. But he was holding him, trying to swing him around, swing him side to side, making him use energy. He didn't throw much firepower back at Dubois. He connected him with a punch here and there, but nothing to really make Daniel think about his offense. The only thing Daniel really had to do was find room to operate, and that is his biggest flaw right now. He still smothers his own work badly. I think he needs to be a little more patient with his work, take a step back, and that's all the commentaries were really talking about. Like when he has Jones against the ropes, his uppercuts are deadly. He finished him with some nice uppercuts and some deadly 1-2s in the third round. But it seems like he could have a more opportunity to do it sooner if he just throws some setup punches. He's like a 1-2 softball, get the guy to react on the defense and then start unloading. But he's always just throwing the punch. And that is usually the number one flaw in young prospects, especially when they know they have knockout power. And he has a little reputation. He's getting built up, so maybe he's living up to the hype on him right now of, hey, this guy has deadly power, and he's really living by it. And I'll say, like I said, DL Jones gave no offensive threat to him. But now what he did do was just smother the hell out of him. He made Daniel work a little harder than what he needed to. That being said, with you saw Daniel was a little slow on his feet. You'll like to see him. Like I said, this is my opinions here. I would like to see him move a little smoothly on his feet. Give himself space. Maybe that's part of it. His footwork is too cluttery. It allows him to smother his own work. It lets his opponents off the hook, especially when he has them frazzled. They're all shooken up. And just I want to see more from him. There's something about Daniel Dubois, like that, the uppercuts against the ropes, but when the day comes when he has to have a gut fighter in the middle of the ring, someone who knows how to use ring generalship, it's going to be real interesting to see what Daniel Dubois does. But as of right now, I believe he's 5-0. I think he improved to 6-0. I'm not too sure. We'll check that out real fast. Yeah, he's in 6-0. Still the Southern Area champion. Frank Warren's, I know, is having a hard time finding him fights, but it's going to have to give him an opponent who can fight. Who can fight? I understand don't want to damage the psyche of the young 20-year-old, but he's going to have to give him an opponent that's going to make him improve and not just keep him at the same level. Eventually he's going to have to make that Nathan Gorman fight. Nathan Gorman had a fight on the undercard. And they had some rounds of sparring. Okolie and Chamberlain, they went at it. This could be a nice heavyweight prospect battle. I believe the fans will gladly accept that fight. You got Gorman, who can fight, fast hands, pretty good feet for a big man, and that's what we need to see Daniel against. We need to see Daniel against an opponent who is there not to be the opponent, is there who knows they could win, used to winning, has boxing skills, has power, has feet work. We need to see all those questions answered by Daniel. How does he take punches? The one punch I did see Daniel hit, he got wobbled. I think that was like in his second or third fight. We need to see more from Daniel because right now he's steamrolling his opponents, which is basically what young prospects are supposed to do at this stage in their career. But I think it's fair to say that Daniel right now is a little more than just your average prospect. He has a very good upside, that power. We just need to see we need to see him tested. Speed him along. The Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Please give the thumbs up, subscribe before you leave, and tune into the next episode.